So I want to talk about change. This is walking park where I go in a different county. This is not far from the lake house. I've filmed out here lots. There used to be a farm right there. I have aerial pictures of that. Back when it was a farm, there used to be a nice farmhouse right there. That burned down. That's gone. So all the barns, this here has been bored out by the electric company. And they got the trails. This is a mess. My trails are screwed up. Somebody's been back here doing stuff. I don't know what's going on anymore. So I decided to get away from the disaster area. I can only take so much of that. And you look out here, there's absolutely no traffic. And over there, it's like I live in the city. I have to wait in line at the gas station. I have to wait in line at the grocery store. People from everywhere coming to gawk, and I understand that. People are curious and concerned. I do get that, but it's just too much, too fast, and people were killed, and yeah, the doom and gloom continues, and I need to get away from that. So I wanted to come out here today and just walk. The weather's decent. It's fairly warm. I think we're in the upper 40s, 50s right now with a breeze, pretty sharp breeze. But yeah, even the trails are screwed up here from the power service, which I understand they have to do that. I get it. But there's just too much change. I went through court over the lake house. We're going to sell that. Court order, I guess. And I'm okay with that if that's what my mom wants. I talked to her. It seems like she's okay with it now, and I'm good with it. Don't want to hold up anything going on there. Family dispute going on. Yeah, and I apologize for the wind. This is really windy here. Didn't used to be when there was trees here, but as you can see now, I can see right to the road. So we're gonna get wind back here now. And I have no idea what this mess is here, but it almost looks like there's some kind of track or something back here now. I haven't seen that. I have no idea what that is. So we're going to end up with a bunch of people back here. I can see this already because now you can see it from the road. And most people didn't even know it was here. So now it's all exposed. And I'm not real happy about it, honestly. There's nothing I can do about it. Look at this. They just wiped the whole woods out right here. That was thicker than this right here by far. You couldn't even see the road, like I said. And yeah. So this is what we get with, I don't know, progress, I guess, if that's what you want to call this mess. You can't go anywhere where man hasn't screwed something up, and I'm really kind of getting tired of it. Can't anybody leave anything alone? I mean, clearing that out that far back, these power lines have been in the trees for years, but all of a sudden, here we are. So, yeah, I mean, I can catch some good sunsets here, I guess, from now on. Sunsets over here in the summertime. And I apologize, like I said, for anything you can't hear, but let's go check this out. This looks, I have no idea what this even is. Maybe a little racetrack of some kind, it looks like. I don't know. RC cars, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. I guess it's getting utilized for something. I'm betting that's what it is. Oh, yeah. It's definitely for little race cars. You can see it now. Well, that's kind of cool. I'm not opposed to that. Somebody put some time into it for sure. This is all brand new. Check this out. Heck yeah. Must be a club back here or something doing this. Looks like they're getting ready to do something over there too. Couldn't have a place where you could come for just nature, you know. But I guess if it keeps somebody off the streets and out of trouble, young people, I'm all for this. Sometimes change is for the better. Not sure this is, but hey, you know, we have all that back there along the river and along the creek that runs through here. Somebody's still working on this, actually. Looks like they're taking foundation out of that barn that they tore down up there and actually using it. Huh, check that out. Nice rocks in there. You know, I guess I'm okay with that. Our youth around here need this kind of thing. Not sure what's happening here. I haven't heard anything about it. Of course, I don't live over here anymore, so it's harder to hear about it. They're getting ready to do something interesting. Well, anyway, I'm going to go on my nature walk. That probably get used twice. That's the problem. You do all this stuff and then nobody uses anything. You got 3 people that are probably interested in that are out here all the time, and they grow up and then they never come back. So I hope it was worth it all. Kind of mixed feelings when it comes to that stuff. You like to help the youth out and get them involved in something different than sitting on a stinking cell phone scrolling TikTok all day. And that looks like a start, so I'm okay with it. Even though I still crab about it, I'm probably really okay with it. I just needed a way. I left my other cell phone in the truck. I don't even want to hear about tornadoes. I don't want to hear about death. I don't want to see pictures anymore. I was kind of done with it. So I needed to get out here, get a breath of fresh air. No noise. And just quiet. We've had a lot of rain too in the last 2 days. So I don't know, I might not be able to get down here by the river if it's overflowing. It was at the other park. So it might be here, but I'm wearing my boots so I can walk. I need to get out here and get some exercise. I really do. I'm going to be doing this a lot more. It's a little bit of a drive to get out here. It's way closer to the lake house than it is the rest, so it takes me longer to get out here. So I just want to walk more, maybe. Because when I was at the lake house, I didn't walk for long periods. I just take little short hikes out here. But now I think I'm going to be spending at least an hour walking. If I don't, then it's not even worth the drive or my time. And I'm just ready to move on in life and get to the next chapter. Stop messing around trying to take care of somebody that doesn't care if they're taken care of or not. And that seems to be where my mother is at this point. She just lays there, sleeps, and that's it. Worries about her dinner. So I guess that's priority for her now, and I guess that's what she wants. I'll leave her to it. I have no problem with that. So I'm done fighting that battle. I'll try to walk a little more. I learned that area that was hit by the tornado was a lot like that, with a lane and a driveway a lot like this. And I learned that you can pin yourself back in there pretty far and something happens. Good luck getting out with all this here getting thrown around. So, yeah, I think about that. Now, I like open prairie anyway because you can see things. Never been a woodsy person as far as wanting to live in one. And in town, it's as close to woodsy as it gets for me. A lot of trees in the town where I'm at. And they need to thin them out or they're going to have a bigger problem than what they think if this ever happens again in town directly in the residential part of it. So, enough of that talk. I'm here to enjoy this, so that's what I'm going to do. I cleared a lot out, even more than last time I was here. So now you can go clear over in there. Yeah. This is all right. I think this is going to be my Sunday morning agenda from here on. Little routine. I'm going to start some different routines and stop worrying about what is happening at the lake house or what's happening here or who's saying what, or I don't even care. I'm at the point of new discoveries and new routines and new places to go and new things to see. Like I said, I'm just kind of done with the whole worrying about everything else. We're beyond that point now. But I'm out of breath easy, and as I was gonna say and got distracted was I was out there. It took us almost 2 hours to reach my friends to make sure they were okay, and we had to walk through this kind of terrain. And I realized how out of shape I was. And if I had to survive it, it would be very difficult in the condition my body's in, and I need to get that back. So I'm gonna start walking more, exercise more, maybe even do some resistance training to keep the muscles in shape. Because I'm getting older now, and I'm feeling it now. I used to walk this thing every day and not even be out of breath until I'd made a lap or so. You can hear me breathing heavy already. Probably right from the truck, I was breathing heavy. It's annoying on video, first of all. And second of all, it's not healthy. So the river looks calm today. And you can see all the way through there now. Somebody did a lot of clearing back here, and I'm glad they did. It was getting too scrubby. But they cleaned this out pretty nice right here. Widened this right out. You couldn't see the river before, and now you can, and I'm glad they did that. That's a positive change. For what they did up there and what they did here, what they did right here compensates for it, because this was just scrub. It was just thorns and prickers and all kinds of nasty stuff, and I'm glad somebody's looking into clearing this out and making that look nice. Look at that. There was no way I could even walk in there before. So somebody did a really nice job cleaning this out. It's probably this way last summer, but I don't think I made it out here. But maybe one time. I could never walk through here. This was all thicket, and I mean thicket. Because it's close to that water. And it just feeds that thicket right there. That's what was right here. So there has been some good positive change here, and that water's high. Of course, I never was able to come back this far along the water, so this is a nice positive change. Need to get in here and pick up all these sticks, but yeah, there was no way you could get here before. This is really nice. You sit here on a log and sit here just like this. And enjoy nature. Very nice. Oh, there go a bunch of deer. Oh, shoot, I wish I'd have saw them first. Maybe you guys saw them before I did. I was looking somewhere else, but I had the camera forward. So maybe you guys saw them before I did. I'll try to be quiet.
Chase the skyline, dreams paint in the yard, run running wild, feeling every heartbeat dead to believe. Through all the shit that caught you off guard is tight. In the daylight, shadows whisper truths you can't retrieve. You thought you'd conquer, but the maps have changed their lines. With every ticket comes a wait of time to embrace. Conversations changing, the raves to the daily grind. Still after fate, you find your bolder self in place. You wander through memories where the youth still sings with flair, but the echoes fade. Life that feels like a fade away in a world that spins faster. Dreams caught in the snare. Yeah, the spark ignites it, rumors you'll find your way. You thought you'd conquer, with the maps you change their lines. With every ticket comes the weight of taunted breaks. Conversations changing from rakes to the daily grind. As the laughter fades, you find your older self in a place. Every scar's a tale, a moment that shaped your flight. Though it feels like a battle, it's a path full of highs. In this dance of life, you still hold the light.
So that used to be that big house that was there. That thing was a big house, but it burned. It's gone. The barns are gone. Everything's gone from history in this corner. And that's it. That's all that's left. That ain't the best thing, but I guess it's better than watching it decay.
Skyline dreams painted in neon red, running wild, feeling every heartbeat there to believe. But the world has shifted, caught you blind carpets, hide shadows whisper, truths you can't retrieve. You thought you'd conquer, but the maps change their lines. With every ticket comes the wait for time to brace. Conversations changing from race to daily grind. As the laughter fades, find your older self in play. You wander through memories and he still sings a fair. Let the echoes fade in a life that feels like a fade away. In a world that spins faster, dreams caught in snare. Sparkly nights and murmurs, you'll find your way. You thought you'd conquer, but the maps have changed their lines. With every tick here comes the weight of time's embrace. Conversations changing from raves to the daily grind. As laughter fades, you find your older self in place. Look closely as your wisdom lives in your eyes. Every scar should tell a moment that shaped your flight. Though it feels like a battle, it's a path full of highs. In this dance of life, you still hold the light.